Long about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have gotten through the Arkansas road if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee stud. Well, I had a little trouble with my sweetheart's pa. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I sent her a letter by my Uncle Bud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Well, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had my nerve and he had the blood, and the devil was a hoss like the Tennessee stud. Well, we drifted on down into no man's land, across that river called the Rio Grande. Raced my horse with the Spaniards full till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Well, me and the gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns and he fell with a thud, and I got away on the Tennessee stud. Well, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had my nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a hoss like the Tennessee stud. Well, I got just as lonesome as a man can be, dreaming of my girl up in Tennessee. The Tennessee stud's green eyes turned blue as he was dreaming of a sweetheart too. So we loped on back across Arkansas, whooped her brother and whooped her pa. I found that girl with the golden hair, and she was riding on the Tennessee mare. Well, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had my nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a hoss like the Tennessee stud. Stare up side by side, across the mountains and the valleys wide. We came to big money, then we forded the flood on the Tennessee mare and the Tennessee stud. A pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little hoss coat playing round the door. I love that girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee stud loves the Tennessee mare. Well, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had my nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a hoss like the Tennessee stud. So much great imagery in that song. That song goes back to 1959, originally recorded, written, and cut by Jimmy Driftwood. Of course, the famous version that I'm most familiar with was Doc Watson from his 1966 album called Southbound. But so much great imagery in that song, and I like to imagine, like, you know, as the hero in that song is riding back up through Arkansas. You know, maybe he's just got his camp made. Stars are out shining bright. The Tennessee studs over, hobbled up next to a tree, munching on some grass, nice and quiet. Campfire's going. And I like to think the old guy gets his fiddle down off the saddle, you know. And he plays a little song. The Arkansas crowd.